It's another year, Brain Awareness Week is here, and we are at the Ashmolean Museum. We're exhibiting something different this year called Picturing Parkinson's. Picturing Parkinson's is something that I've always wanted to do in order to bring together neuroscientists, neurologists, and artists, because a lot of the patients do talk about what art is for them and how it helps them in their everyday life, but also how we see, how we view Parkinson's away from the neuroscientific idea, that the ideas and the research that we want to do with our patients. So building bridges is essentially what we're hoping we'll be able to do in the next few months with the Picturing Parkinson's project.
So the event today is made possible by the university's Public Engagement with Research Seed Fund. So today is the first event, and we've got our collaborative artist Yejeong demonstrating some of her work. She's been able to talk with patients and interpret their experience of living with Parkinson's. And I think it would be really useful for scientists to hear a bit more about that, especially ones that are spending all their time in the lab and might never have met a Parkinson's patient.
When I met different people, all who is involved in the Parkinson's disease, neuroscience side or the patient side, I realized that still humans are struggling against the Parkinson. I heard from one Parkinson patient that my artwork is really representing the Parkinson's disease, and that I was really grateful about this comment for me. And then also there are a lot of people, just public people, who gets very interested in my work and then ask what is it about. For this art piece, this torchlight is necessary because with the torchlight you will see the whole different picture. Right now it has you can see the surface, which is very obvious portraits here. But if you have a torchlight, suddenly another shadow appears on the back wall, and then even it moves. Depends on the angle of the light. It shows different emotions, different expressions. So this is also about our perception, how we perceive the world. And also I think it is kind of very good metaphor for the Parkinson's disease, because Parkinson patients want to show their expression, like smiling, like how they feel, but sometimes their muscles are not very good to show their whole emotions. That is what we need to understand very well about these Parkinson people as well.
I am of the belief that I want people to understand and know about Parkinson's. So I talk to groups, I talk at conferences, I talk at concerts. In fact, anywhere I can talk and let people understand just that bit more about what it's like living with Parkinson's, and understand why we are so keen to improve our quality of life through therapies, through better treatments, and of course the elusive cure.
I feel that as people with Parkinson's, we have more sensitivity in our emotional response to things, and that has good and bad. So art can be used to cheer me up, and my symptoms will get better, and I'll be more relaxed. It's a way of expressing yourself artistically and doing something creative without having to feel you've got it right or you've got it wrong. And you know, a pleasing image is still a pleasing image, and that can be positive in terms of helping one's symptoms. I was a comedy writer and producer. I co-wrote The Vicar of Dibley. And in recent years, since I got Parkinson's, I've turned myself into a performer. So I now do comedy, stand-up, and I find that if I tell jokes about Parkinson's, when I think of a joke, it makes me laugh and I feel better. When I tell people with Parkinson's what the joke is and they laugh, they seem to feel better. And then when they laugh, I feel better all over again. So it's just a positive cycle. There's something about art, all the arts actually, whether it's art, dancing, music, they feed the brain in some sort of way that we can't at the moment understand because we don't know enough about the brain. but we need them because we need those things that enable our brain in some strange way to light up new bits.
We've had endless people coming to talk to early career researchers. We've had people coming to talk to an artist who makes work which tries to understand how Parkinson's feels from the inside. We've had an event where Parkinson's sufferers and the artist and scientists were able to talk to one another in public, and that became a dialogue between the audience and the panel, which was extraordinarily rewarding. It's been tremendous. The place has been abuzz with activity.